Hi, it's once again, this is Rose of Sharon, and I recently went to see Shen, and honestly, I've been wanting to see Shen for a long time now, and to be honest with you, I have some mixed feelings about Shen. The name itself actually means heavenly beings dancing divinely, but there's something I don't quite care for in this particular performance. It's a little bit culty. I'm gonna be straightforward about it. They preach the virtues of this miraculous healing system. I forget what it's called, but I'd read some articles on this, and the followers have this devotion. They don't see regular doctors, and they believe in this amazing healing ability. Yeah, I do believe in the power of the mind, but I also take an effect that medicine works, as proved by science. But anyways, there are a couple scenes within the performance itself that hail the virtues of this practice. There was one particular part that made me cringe a little bit. Actually, two parts. One part in a park where this young man meets a follower of the practice, and he's blinded by a member of the Communist Party. They literally show it, and you could hear the audience gasp, which is an apropos reaction. There was a scene where a soprano actually sang some uplifting words, and part of it, some of the lyrics said, "We don't support the doctrine of atheism or evolution." And I mean, I'm not an atheist, but I am a Darwinist, and yeah, I believe in a higher power that goes along with Darwinism, because I don't think that Darwinism is the end all. But as a Darwinist, it made me a little bit uncomfortable just hearing those lyrics. So I thought, you're taking a shot at me, even though I do have my own beliefs. And yes, I'm a Christian, but I also feel like evolution is part of that, even though we didn't come out of nothing. We came out of God's speaking us into being. But anyway, that said, I don't want to ruffle any feathers, but that part just, it made me very uncomfortable. And not only that, but she couldn't carry a tune in a bucket. So, except for right in the middle, she was on key. But as somebody who has perfect pitch, it grated my nerves. I thought, ugh, lady, no, that's not the right note. Yeah, that's one of my hugest pet peeves. When someone's off key, ooh, it just makes me audibly grunt and groan and physically cringe. And I don't mean to, but coming from a musical family, and I don't mean to sound like I'm highbrow, but it was worse than fingernails on a chalkboard for me. So I'm sitting there literally going, because it was painful. But despite all that, the dances in and of themselves were extraordinary, and the costumes were beautiful, and the movements. And I did learn that acrobatics in and of themselves originate from China, which I thought, well, yeah, that makes sense, because it's an ancient art, and martial arts are also older than dirt. And a lot of the acrobatics, the jumps, the tumbles, the high flying, high kick splits actually brought to mind Bruce Lee, because I kept thinking be like water. I thought, why is that coming into my brain? Because I love Bruce Lee. But I don't know, I kept thinking that because their movements were so fluid and graceful and beautiful. I like that. I love the athleticism of martial arts. I always have. I'm inspired by such things, even though I have some athletic ability, but I'm really not an athlete. Dancing should be considered athleticism, I think, but some people agree to disagree with that, and I leave them with their comments and opinions. Yeah, I liked the performance. The performance was exquisite. It was sublime. The music was great, except for the soprano. The soprano was unnecessary. The encouraging words, propaganda, was completely... Yeah, I didn't... It just felt like we were being pushed an agenda, and the people next to me were making comments. I thought, oh, thank God I'm not the only one, because there are other people not even mentioning it. I thought, are you asleep? Can you be so blind?